How's everyone doing? We're just going to be getting started here in just a second. Just going to invite a few people. We are going to be creating on a 25-inch across mill saw. So let's see. Hi everyone. How are you doing, Tippy? Hey, Brittany, Bethany. All right, so I am going to create a Christmas design on, let me turn this around so you can see how big this thing. We found this saw blade. It is 25 inches across. We sanded it because it had a lot of rust on it, and we painted it with black paint. And I'm going to design a Christmas theme on it. Oh, Tippy, y'all got to figure out them headaches, girl. I hate that. You've been there, what, 3 times this week already? So, what I'm going to do is we're going to do this with Chalk Couture. And for those of you who have not ever heard of Chalk Couture, I don't know how because you're friends with me on Facebook, but I'm going to explain it anyway. Chalk Couture is a great product to make your own projects for home, to give away as gifts, however you want to do it. It is a collaboration of silk screen transfers. Good, at least you're going to see somebody, maybe y'all can get that taken care of. Silk screen transfers that are reusable. Hey, Uncle Johnny. You wash them, clean them, and then we use chalk paste, not paint. This is patented. It is a water-based chalk paste. It is washable. You can wash it off and redesign if you want to, although I'm not going to do that on this. I will be setting it. But it's going to be a collaboration of different transfers because this thing is so big. Hey, sis. And we're going to see how it works. I have everything in my head how I want it to work. We're just going to see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is around the center circle here, I'm going to put this wreath. It's Christmas, so we got to have a Christmas wreath. I'm going to cut it off so I don't get everything else in there that I don't need. And we're going to use several different colors. Now, one thing you want to remember when you're using transfers, if you've never used it before, you want to fluff it. And what I mean by fluff it, you want to put it on a terry cloth towel, your clothes, whatever, so that it doesn't stick as hard and it's easier to get off. Hey, Louisa. To get off your surface. Of course, sometimes it's even hard to get off the backing. Alright, so let's see if I can't get this centered properly on here. Ask questions. So we're going to center it around the center of this saw. Try and get it as smooth as possible. This saw is kind of pitted a little bit, so it's going to be a little hard to get all the bubbles and everything out. But we're going to do our best. And the reason you want to do that is so it doesn't bleed in places you don't want the paste. You can use this on any surface, metal, wood, glass. You can use it on mirror. We even have inks for fabrics to make it permanent. Hey, Christina. Okay. So there's that. So I'm going to do that in white. And you do want to make sure that your paste is a sour cream consistency. It does not take much to do these, but you do want your paste to be at the correct consistency. Okay? Where's all my stuff? I thought I had all my stuff together. But this is a heavy, heavy saw. So let's try we're going to see if we can keep from dropping it on my foot. Now I'm using our multi-tool. This is our stirrer, and it is a small squeegee at the end. I'm just going to put some paste on the transfer. I'm going to use my small squeegee, and we're just going to squeegee it on. And let's see, we're about done here. So if you have any questions, just ask. I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes I get to concentrating and I forget I'm live. You want to scrape off the excess and put it back in your container. And then, remember I said this is reusable transfer, so you're going to pull it off. And then you're going to put your transfer in a water bath to clean later. I'm right here. I'm just kind of over here a little bit. If you'll give me a second, I will show you what it looks like so far if you can't see it very well. How'd your event go today, Christina? So I'm running some water. I did drop some white over here, but like I said, it's washable. This is regular, just regular spray paint, so it's not going to bring up the paint. I'm washing it off. Hey, Quentin. And there it is. I hope you can see it. That's what I've got done so far. And one thing I like about this, well, that's good, I'm glad, is it's do it yourself, so it does not have to be perfect. Alright, so we're going to cover the white up, make sure it doesn't get too dry. So like I said, this is going to be a collaboration of several different transfers that we carry. Alright, so that was our Established Wreath. We're going to let it dry. If you are doing a project and you need it to dry quicker, it dries within 3 to 5 minutes and it's smudge proof, so it's not going to smudge when you put your hand over it. You can use your hair dryer to help it dry, or a heat gun, or you can just let it sit and then you can go over it and it's not going to smear. Okay? Good job, Christina. That's awesome. Alright, so for the next part of this, I'm going to be using this transfer. This is our Happy Camper add-on for winter. And I love how you can just decide what you want to do and take from any other transfer you need to make it. And I move all over the place, guys, so I do apologize. These do have lines on some of them, so you can cut it out because this is so big. I'm cutting this part out. We're going to put Home for the Holidays at the top. About ran my sink over. Did you see how big this saw was, Christina? Alright. So we're going to set this other part to the side. And I'm going to use Home for the Holidays. And I'm going to do two different colors. I'm going to do white up here. And I'm going to do red for the holidays. Maybe. Sometimes 25 inches from tip to tip across. Let's put it this way. I can't pick, it's hard for me to pick it up. We're going to fluff it because I've never used it before. And one thing to remember when you're pulling off your transfers is you want to do it from the side or from the top. Don't do it from the corners because you will stretch out your transfer. So we're going to put this at the top, which is going to be fun for me to try to do. I'm a shorty. But I don't want to scoot this out. I just know it's going to fall on my foot. And then we will be done. I'll be going to the hospital. Alright. So you want to smooth it out. Get all the bubbles out. You want to try and keep it from smearing. So we're going to use our large squeegee. And I wanted to make sure that my wreath was dry because this part of this is going to overlay on the wreath. And I'm going to try and keep it from coming up when I pull it up. See if I can get y'all to see that. Can y'all see that? There we go. Y'all don't need to see me. You just want to see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to get my bigger squeegee. This is the large angled squeegee. And we are going to do white up. I'm catching on the teeth. White up here. I would love for y'all to network this out. I do take orders if you need something done for Christmas that you want to give away to like a parent or a friend. I do orders. And then the holidays is going to be red. Now these, I'm not really stirring these much because I've already used them once on another live I did. The red needed to be stirred again. So now we're going to do the red here for the holidays. Again, my large angled squeegee. Then you just kind of want to scrape off the excess, put it back in your container. Don't waste any more than necessary. And then we're going to take this and we're going to pull it off. I'm going to have a hole in my shirt by the time I get done. And there's that. Let me flip this around because I can't pick up the saw. So we're going to flip this around so you can see what I've done so far. Okay, we're going to flip it back around. Alright, so we got the top part done. And if you could tell, this did overlay a little bit right here and it did not take any of it off because I let it dry real good. Alright, so there's that part. Now the bottom part. we are going to use, yeah, no doubt, Carrie, it keeps grabbing my shirt. These are still sharp. We're going to use the Vintage Truck. This is a layered transfer. So you're going to do this bottom part first, and then when it dries, you're going to layer it with the top, and you can do 2 different colors. Cutting myself is not what I'm worried about. It's tearing my shirt off while I'm live. My husband's over here laughing. Alright, so just want to show y'all, right here is the line. They have the cut line for you. So I'm just going to cut it in 2. Easier to work with. And we're going to do the bottom part first. Again, it's always harder to get it off the backing than it is to get it off your surface. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we're going to fluff it. I've never used it. Get that fuzz on there so it's not quite as hard to get off my surface. Pull it off from the side. And then we're going to try and line it up here as best as we can. This one you got to be really conscientious of, because all of that is one silk screen in the middle. And if you're not conscientious, you will get a big bubble in it. And it will bleed. Hey, Karen. Because it's really hard to get tight sometimes. I think I need to do some more. Alright, see how that worked. Having issues. I got a big bubble right here. Y'all are probably going to hear my husband back here. I think I got some water in there. Alright. Hey, Debbie. How's it going? Okay. So this I'm going to do, the truck I'm going to do red and white. Keep it with the holidays up here. And it's going to be quite a bit because it's one big silk screen. So I'm just going to take my multi-tool, put some paste on it. And then I'm going to take my large squeegee. Karen says hi, baby. He says hi, Karen. He is working on the dining room table, so you probably hear him in the background. You want to squeegee off the excess. Save as much as you can. In fact, I'm going to go to my large angle squeegee to finish it off, so I can get a lot of the excess off. Okay. We're going to pull it off from the side because we don't want to stretch the transfer. Now, I got a little red over here. No worries. Little water. Well, okay, that one's covered in white now. Little water and it's done. Comes right off. So when I get done with this, to keep that from happening, I'm going to set it. And how you set it is I use, oh good grief, I use Rust-Oleum matte clear matte spray. And that'll set it, so if it gets wet, you're not going to have to worry about it really messing it up. Okay, so we got to let that dry really well. So let me do some cleanup here. Remember, this is just stuff that's in my head. I'm still working it out as I go. So if y'all have any ideas, Christina, Carrie, any of y'all have any ideas, let me know. I don't worry about getting it on my towels or my clothes. And again, it's all washable unless you set it. Okay, so let's put the the red up before it dries. Hey, Kathy. Let's put the white, although I'll be using that here in just a second. Okay, so we're letting that dry. Now, I went through a whole bunch of ideas on this. Now we're going to go to, this is the Build a Snowman transfer. See, I've already used the Established Wreath, the Happy Camper add-on, the Vintage Truck, and now we're going to the Build a Snowman. So far, we've got 4 different transfers. I do not have the Winter Truck add-on. Bree, I'm not real sure. I'm just kind of going as in my head as I go along. I have an idea. So, I am going to cut out this tree. Again, this one is an add-on, but it's a big one. But look at all those lines. Those are all the lines where I can cut. I'm doing different ones, Bree. I'm waiting on my truck to dry. It's still wet in the middle. So I'm going to do a tree. There's that one. And I don't usually have this stuff ready like this when I go live because I like for y'all to see what all is involved. It's not bad. It takes some time. The hardest thing is figuring out what you're going to do. What I had in my mind, I changed. Hubby helped me. I'm like, okay, hubby, this is what I'm doing. And he's like, well, let's do this. So, and obviously I liked his idea better. There's that. Okay. Yeah, don't laugh at me, Bree. You know your mama's scatterbrained. Okay, so now I got to do a tree, and I've got to find my brown. There it is. So I'm going to use chocolate. Yes, the design, the surface, and the colors are the hardest. And especially with this one, because I'm kind of designing as I go. I have in my head what I want, what I'm going for. But as far as having it all figured out, no. So what you saw me just do is this brown hasn't been used in a little bit, so it's starting to dry out some. Remember, this is a water-based chalk paste. So your chalk's going to soak up the water that's in it. If you open it up and it looks dry, grainy, whatever, don't panic. All you have to do is spritz it with some water, stir it real good, and get it back to that sour cream consistency. I mean, that's all you have to do. Nothing major, because a little goes a long way. This will last me forever. All right. So, I am going to put this tree over here. What do you think, guys? Oops, what did I forget to do? Forgot to fluff it. So we're going to put the tree right here. What do you think? And then over here, I'm thinking about putting a snowman out of the Build a Snowman. And then do snowflakes all the way around. I'm hoping I didn't mess up. No, we're good. Okay. So for those coming on, I'm using Chalk Couture products to design on a 25-inch tip-to-tip saw. I had to stir the paste to reconstitute it. All I did was spray it with some water, and I used our Chalk Couture multi-tool to stir, and it can also be used in very small places or corners as a squeegee, because it does have the squeegee on the end. So I'm going to do the tree in chocolate. I'm going to do the trunk and the limbs in chocolate. It didn't take much at all. You want to get the excess off. And it's grabbing me. It keeps grabbing me. Pull that off. And into the water bath. Now, I put it in a water bath to help clean it. Because what you do is when I'm done, is I will run water. I will run it through the water and with my fingers. Hey, Debbie. I will rub the chalk off, very slightly. Then I will put it on a towel and I'll take a disinfectant wipe. I will wipe off the front. That helps get off any excess or remaining chalk paste on the transfer. Then I will turn it over and then I will wipe the back because that wipe will reactivate the stickiness on the back. I will lay it sticky side up on a cookie rack, let it dry, and then I'll put it back on its backing for when I'm ready to use it again. Chalk Couture guarantees 8 to 10 times that you can reuse a transfer, but if you really take if you really take good care of it, then you can get more than that. Are you putting... I haven't decided yet. Like I said, this is a work in progress for sure. Okay, so my bottom of my truck is done. We're going to go ahead and finish that up while I'm letting the trunk of the tree dry. I think what I'm going to do, Carrie, is do the snowman first and see what it's going to look like and see if it needs anything else near it. Because I got all kinds of transfers I can add to it. Oh, let me tell you something. I saw this. We have this guy that when I drive to work, he goes to auctions and he buys stuff like this, wheelbarrows, and he redoes them. And he puts them out in his yard and he sells them in his yard. And I saw this one day and I called my husband. I said, oh my gosh, guess what I just found? He goes, honey, it's been there for at least 2 months. Okay, I didn't pay attention. So I stopped, found out how much it was, and it took me another 2 weeks to get over there and get it. So now he's going to be looking for me some more of these, and some more hand saws and all kinds of things to chalk on, because he's kind of intrigued by the idea as well. Hey, Billy. I'm losing my stuff. So yeah, I was really excited. I've been looking for this for a long time. We have a flea market every Saturday. Never could find one. And then this just showed up on my way to work. So this right now is the overlay to the truck that I'm going to do. Let's hope overlays give me problems, but that's okay. You know, we all know how I am. Okay. So it may be a little off. I don't know if it's going to be or not. Hold on. And it doesn't help that my lighting's not the best around here. So, there. My wheels are not lining up. Give me time, guys. I did the Santa Claus one earlier, and Joyful Santa, loved the way it turned out, but my holly berries, for some reason, did not line up like I wanted them to. But that's all right. Isn't it hard? Okay, so this may not be perfect, but you know, that's what I like about this. DIY, do it yourself. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all done by hand. Gives it character. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of squeegeeing a little bit, getting the bubbles out of the silk screen area so it doesn't bleed into areas I don't want it. Alright, we're going to do this, the top part of this white, so it's going to be a white and red truck. And where is my large squeegee? Where's my large squeegee? There it is. I got stuff everywhere. This is why I'm into my kitchen, because I'm doing so much. The large squeegee is great for areas that are real big like this. You've got a lot to do. You're doing one color. You just put your paste on there and you take your large squeegee and you squeegee over it. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier. Of course, I'm messy anyway. Let me get some of this excess off. Yeah, missing an area. So we'll do this. Does not have to be perfect. Remember that. Yes, it is. Every piece is unique. Hello, Margaret. I hope I pronounced your name wrong. If I didn't, I so apologize. Pull it from the end, not the corner, because you do not want to misshape and stretch your transfer. Alright, so I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see so far what I've got done. Tree's not done. I don't have the snowman on there yet. I don't have the snowflakes. My truck actually turned out really well. I like it. Okay, so let's turn this baby back around. And for those of you who are curious, I do take orders. I sure will, Kathy. I will definitely post a picture. So, we're going to finish the tree. We have, this is going to go over the tree trunk and limbs, and I'm going to do it in white because it's Christmas. It's been snowing. It's covered in white. So if there's anything you'd like to have made for somebody for Christmas, birthday, anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk with you, see what we can come up with. Okay, let's see here. This is going to be fun. And let's do... Alright, getting all the bubbles out. And I'm afraid you're not going to see the brown when I get done, but that's alright. I probably should have done the brown last. We still on? Did you freeze up? Okay. So we are going to do white still. I'm going to use my big squeegee again. We're going to get the excess off. Save as much as we can. But since this one's going to have a lot of white in it, I'm not sure how much white I'm going to have left. We are going to pull this off. Oh, sweetie, that's done for you already. I've already made it. No worries. I got you, boo. So I got a little white on here. So I'm going to take a, you want to see? Okay, give me just a second. Now this is a disinfectant wipe I'm using. I'm just wiping off what I got off the edge of the transfer. And because I used paint, it's not going to mess with anything. Alright. I'm not really liking that tree. We'll have to figure something out. Karen, here you go, sweetie. That's what, there it is. Hey, Thomas. What you think? Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this around. I really think I probably should have just left that tree trunk alone. There's my tree. You're welcome, sweetie. What do you think? Do I need to wipe it off and start all over? So that's another good thing about this, is I can wipe it off and start all over if I don't like it. It's not a done deal till I set it. You like that tree? Oh no, I may have to think on that tree. Says no. No what? What are we saying no to? Gives it a little character. You just got to see some limbs. It's Christmas. It's winter. And yes, I'm a messy crafter. All right. Hi, Libby. Okay. So, next is what I do with it. Snowman. Do we want, hey Mandy, do we want the big snowman or the little snowman? I think probably the big snowman. Big. Y'all are probably hearing my husband make a bunch of noise. It's all good. So my favorite thing, the best thing I like about this is I can't draw a straight line to save my life. So when I found this, I was like, yes, this will help me do crafts. My daughter can draw and paint. My son can draw. I had a brother that could draw, but yet, not me. Now to keep from getting my transfers all mixed up. So this is going to be another one of those that has a lot of silk screen that you got to take care of making sure you get all the bubbles out of. Yes, he is, Billy. You know Alan better, almost as well as I do. Not quite, but almost. He's always making some kind of noise. He's actually working on my dining room table. I got it from my grandmother. It was my grandmother's. She passed away in '09. I got it a couple of years ago, and it's had some scratches on it, so he's trying to get all that taken care of for me. Those of you just coming on, the reason why you keep seeing me go to the side, Alan, Billy says hello, is when I take these transfers off, I'm putting it in a bath of water so that when I get ready to clean them, it's a lot easier to clean. So we're going to let that dry. But I do have stuff to put on the snowman. I've got the buttons, I got a mouth I can use. There's the carrot for the nose. I got a hat and eyes. I even have the arms. I'm just cutting out some of the pieces I needed. Billy Allen said hi. Okay, we need the mouth. we need the buttons and the eyes. Hey, Joy. Where'd everybody go? I know I'm being quiet. I'm cutting right now. Trying to let everything dry. Need the nose. Awesome, Billy. Thank you. That will be much appreciated. Okay, so I think this is dry enough now. We're going to do the eyes with black. I don't have to stir that one from earlier. Need my button. I'm going to do that at the same time. We're going to do 3 buttons. Alright. Y'all ready? So let's do the eyes. It's not going to, I mean, it's going to need just very little. And then there's the button. And I'm going to do 3 of these so I can pull off and reset it as many times as I want. So we did 3. Got the eyes. Oh no. See, it pulled up. It pulled up part of my face. Guess I didn't let it dry enough, but I can fix it. We got arms to do. I need to figure out a color for the arms so it shows. I may do brown for the arms. And get these out of the way. It's quiet. Where'd everybody go? Hey, Brandy. So for the arms, since they're twigs, I'm going to do brown, which is our chocolate color. I didn't push it down too much on the white because of what happened already. We're going to do the other side. Make sure there's no bubbles. Save the excess and pull. Oh, you know what? I didn't fluff my eyes and stuff. That may be why I pulled off some. Alright, so this is where we're at so far. Let me turn this around for you. You can see where it pulled off the white some on the face. what I may do is wash and dry that transfer. So let's do that real quick. So we're just going to wash and dry the snowman again so that I can just do the top part. Go over the top part again. Before I do the nose and the eyes again and the hat. Okay. So, do we want to do snowflakes? Hi, Francis. Let's do some snowflakes. Find my snowflake. I have different ones. I have big ones, I have small ones. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just do snowflakes around. No particular place, no particular order. Real quick. Real quick and easy. Doesn't take much paste. Got some big ones. We're going to put some small ones up there. Got a little boo-boo. So I'm just going to take our little, it's our version of the magic eraser. Just erases right off. Oops, squeaking. Okay. Now we're going to do some smaller ones. And then I'm probably going to add some red berries to the wreath in the center. I haven't decided yet. This is a smaller snowflake. I know I'm quiet. I'm sorry. I'm concentrating. And there we go. Oh, we need another one down here. We're missing something. All right. Come on. So what do you think so far, guys? Christina? Y'all are quiet. Okay. See, this is dry already. It doesn't take long for them to dry as long as you clean them properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get that right back the way it was. And I'm just going to do the head, since that's the part I messed up. And I'm just going to do that area I messed up. Pull that off. Yeah. Since all I did was do the head part, I went on ahead and just washed it, get it drying. Okay, so let that dry. You can tell where I went over it again. It's all good. It's all good. I know. It's holly berries. That's what I need to get. It's my holly berries. Okay. While we're waiting on everything else, let's get the holly berries. I've got several to choose from. And of course now I can't find them. So I think what I'm going to do is just use these. We're going to do these. It's just 3 little berries, and I'm just going to do them around the wreath in different places in red. So who's going to come over here and help me clean this mess up? So again, this is going to be one of those quick deals, so I don't have to put it down all the way. Just make sure the area that I'm doing is no bubbles. So I'm going to use my small squeegee. And just do the holly berries around the wreath. And they're not showing up very well. Really, Billy? Okay, guys. This is what I did with the holly berries. You tell me. Quentin, what do you think? Okay, I think we're going to try to finish the snowman. Alright, so, what do I do with it? This is the mouth of coal. Let me get my squeegee. Thank you, Christina. Okay, so we're going to do the mouth of coal. I'm hoping that's dried enough. There we go. And, oh, my eyes are dirty. I gotta wash the eyes. Get those redone. I'll find an orange for the carrot. What color are we gonna do the hat, guys? You know, it's supposed to be black, but the background's black, so it's not going to show up. So what color do we want to do the back? Good, I'm glad it made it pop. Come on. Let me get orange. What's this? Peachy. Oh, I have orange. Pumpkin. Any ideas on the hat? Hey, Terry. What color do we want? A green hat? Add some green to this and make his hat green. I've got an emerald green. Okay, so now we're going to do the carrot nose. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with it being dry. Just add some water and stir it till it's, I've never opened this one, until it is sour cream consistency. This one's going to take more than a couple of squirts of water. But don't worry, I will get it. Okay, we're going to do green for the hat. Look at you, Billy, getting all into this.
Billy?
Yep.
You get the judge for this thing.
Hush. Hush.
Tell them I'm showing you love.
Hush. Yeah, this one's really dry. But no worries, it will be done. Hey, Hope. You're probably thinking, she will never get that to sour cream consistency. Oh, yes, I will. This has just been, it's just really dry. Never opened, never stirred. But this is pumpkin. Yes, I'm making a mess. But I like for y'all to see this. I like for y'all to know what it entails. And that what I tell you, I'm not just telling you. I'm actually doing it and showing you. So that you know, yep, it'll do it. It'll work. She's not just talking. We're getting there. Hey, Mandy. My red earlier was just like this. And you also have to understand the darker and the color, the more pigment there is, makes it drier quicker. But water just reconstitutes it. Sour cream consistency. May take longer than what you want it to, but it works. Went from that dryness to this. Still needs more water. But we're getting there. Hey, Hannah. Shaken but not stirred. Hey, Mike. So while we've been doing this, the black is now dry enough for me to do my nose, wherever it went. Now I've lost my carrot nose. Uh-oh. There it is. Hey, Tricia. Okay, so that's a big nose. Take a little bit of paste, do the nose. Not sure if I like that nose. When it dries, it may look better. Hey, Ashley. I have a mess over here, Ashley and Tricia. But at least it's chalk paste, so it cleans up easily. So, for those of you just coming on, I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Okay? You ready? Turn it around. This is a 25-inch across from point to point saw blade. I still have to put the hat on the snowman. I'm not really happy with the way my nose turned out, but once I put the eyes on there, it should be alright. Now I gotta put the hat on it. What do you think, guys? Any comments, ideas? Hey, Carrie. We're still working. Almost done. Now, the good thing about this is my idea, because this is such a heavy surface. You know, a lot of people, whoever buys it, my thinking is, I wouldn't want to be the one that takes it up and down off the wall all the time. So I am going to do the other side for something they can have up at all times, and then they can turn it around for Christmas. Thanks, Trish. That way it is multi-purpose and they're not having to worry about storing it and getting it off the wall all the time, possibly hurting themselves. Green. Hat. Where's my hat? Alright, here's my hat. So this is, for those just joining, this is a collaboration of several different transfers. We use the Established Wreath. We use the Vintage Truck. We use the Happy Camper add-on that has the tree and the snowman. And we have used, what else did we use? Oh, Build a Snowman. It had the tree on it. Then we used Build a Snowman for the snowman. Alright, so let's do the hat.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes. And I try to make it to where people really enjoy what I do. And proud of what they've got. So we're going with an emerald green hat just because the background is already black. Black probably would not have worked well. We're going to do an emerald green hat to make it stand out. A little bit different than the red. Pull that off. Oh, I like that. Clean up my little boo-boo. Because again, it is water soluble.
Wow.
Billy. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I need to find my eyes and redo the eyes. I've got to clean all these. This is going to be fun. Alright. Let these dry real quick. We'll redo the eyes. And I don't think I need to add anything else. What do y'all think, guys? Do I need to add a wreath to the truck? I've got one. I got a small one. I gotta find it. We can add this wreath to the door of the truck in green. I was wondering when somebody's going to say something about my shirt. We can put this in green and then do another red bow. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Hey, Christy. Did y'all see, where's my snowman? I mean, my Santa Claus. I think it's in my room. Will you go get it, please? While that's drying, I want to show y'all what I did. I did a Santa Claus earlier today. Christina, did you see my Santa Claus? Are you still here? No, you're not. This is the Santa Claus I did earlier. This is a wood surface. It's already sold. Like I said, I will take orders. Okay, wreath. Let's do a wreath. Maybe. I've lost my scissors. Good grief. I have lost my scissors. We may not be doing a wreath if I can't find my scissors. Well, thank you, Billy. Here they are. So here's the wreath. We are going to do there. Well, let's go down some. We're going to put it on the door of the truck. Thanks, Tricia. We're going to do it in green as well. Again, these are just Chalk Couture squeegees. They just push the paste through the silk screen. The transfers are reusable once you clean them properly, store them properly. The company guarantees 8 to 10 uses. If you really take care of it, you can get a lot more than that. Some people get 20 to 30. It all depends. We're going to pull this off. There's the wreath. Not too bad, is it? What do you think? Let that dry. Hey, Shelly. We're going to let that dry. We're going to do a red bow at the top. I'm going to go ahead and do I think my eyes should be dry. I'm going to do the black eyes again. See how that works. Last time it pulled off some of it. Where is it at? Okay. There we go. Did not pull it off this time. And I like the way the wreath did. It kind of pulled up a little bit, but it gives it more of a rustic look. Oh, this black just does not want to go back on. How's it going? We are just about done, so let me show you what we've got so far. Because this is so big, it's hard to see the way I'm doing it. So there's my snowman. We got all the snowflakes. There's my little tree. Debating on adding anything to it because I got garland and stuff I can add. It says home for the holidays with a wreath in the middle. Vintage truck at the bottom, and up here once it dries I'm going to be putting another red bow. There. So tell me what you think so far. Where is my bow? When I first saw this saw, before I even bought it, I was coming up with ideas. And this is totally different than the idea I came up with. So we are going to blow dry. heck just happened? Sounded weird. Okay. Why, thank you, sir. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to do this ribbon, and I think we are done for now. I may come up with something else later to add to it. I don't know. But y'all have held on with me this long. Okay, guys. We are done. There is the wreath with the bow on the truck. And there it is. Hey, Janet. I may end up adding some garland or something to my tree, make it have a little bit more color to it. I haven't decided yet. But that's what I got. Let me know what you think. Thank you all for joining me. If you need anything or would like for me to make you something for the holidays, give me a holler. Always visit me at J&K Creations, my VIP group. I have stuff going on all the time. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Bye.